What up, YouTube? Hey, happy Wednesday to you guys. 2021 Honda Grom. Honda Grom just announced. Hold on, my stream deck isn't working, so this is going to be... We got to do things. We got to go manual here. How is everyone doing today? Hopefully you're doing amazing. Let's take a look at the 2021 Honda Grom. So, very informal live stream here, guys. The garage is a mess. The desk is a mess. That's my shoes. Flippy floppies. Dang. That's a good shot. All right, you got to pay extra for that. Only fans only. Let's take a look at the 2021 Honda Grom. Just announced in Thailand last night, like at 3 in the morning. I saw the live stream, went to sleep, woke up, and apparently everybody is excited / not excited about it. So I'm gonna make a full-length video, kind of talking about the mods and all that stuff. Maybe tomorrow, next day. I don't know. I don't want to rush it out. I don't even know everything about the 2021 Honda Grom yet. Just what I kind of translated through some of these articles here, and then also the release video. So before we start, let's go ahead and jump to the release video, which I saw Motorcycle TV put up. And let's take a look at this. Turn the sound on and give it a watch. And then I'll be right back and we'll discuss this guy. I don't think it. Let me see if this works. Hold on. None of this works. Okay. So the problem is we are powder coating in the garage now, and there's powder, I think, in half this gear. So if it goes out halfway through, you know why. All right, let's take a gander at this right here. So keep in mind, this is the release in Thailand, not the U.S. version. So naturally, it's gonna be a little crazy. Them Far East Coast Grommers, they go bonkers. I mean, shout out to the beat. It's got a good EDM vibe to it. Alright. I stopped that early. There was, hold on, let me go back. There's the different mods to make the Grom different. So they have the, what are they calling that? There was a name under it. Sorry, I missed it. I saw it somewhere. I don't know where it is, but they got the cafe racer type thing, the adventure cross country coast to coast special with the windscreen, and then the motard. There it is. So I guess they're going with the whole let's kind of tap into the aftermarket customizable aspect of Grom ownerships, and are kind of banking on that with this new release. So first off, I mean, these are all obviously stock Thailand colors with stock exhaust, stock whale tail and all that stuff still on it. If you guys are on Instagram, Facebook, you saw I posted a quick little Photoshop render I did of what I would make mine look like based on what I have currently. Let's hopefully this isn't my foot. There we go. So there's my, told you it's a very messy garage today. There's my 2017 Honda Grom, and then the new 2017 Honda Grom behind it. There you go. So anyway, 2 Groms right there, both 2017s, SF Groms. Previously I had the OG Grom, so this more looks more like the OG Grom, obviously with the plastics and the paneling, instead of having the 2-piece with the octagon right there. They have the OG looking panel. One thing that is kind of cool about the panel up here, which you can kind of see, is it looks like there's an indentation for your knees, so you can probably grip it a lot better. So if you're doing some one-handers or whatnot, the seat's flat, so a little scary about that. But anyway, I did a little render on Photoshop through a careless sticker stick shop. You know, you're going to have to sticker charge it as soon as you get it. But threw the Yoshi on there, powder coated the wheels white, threw a Photogromer sticker on there, my camera bag, some Pro Taper bars, the Get Bent design sub cage, a dual caliper bracket, some Quasimodo lines, and a white shock, and then I made the rear sets white as well. So there, I mean, right there, you know, when I first got announced, when I first looked at the pictures, this is what I think will be the U.S. version colors. When the colors first came out and the scheme, I wasn't too fond when I saw it at 3 in the morning when it was getting released. My first thoughts was not ones of excitement, especially this one right here with the little plugs right there. So the way I understand it is these plugs are going to be so you can mount, or the different mounting points. So these little guys right here are so you can make it an adventure bike, a motard, whatever. It just makes it easier to put different panels on there to make it a little bit different. But after doing this render in Photoshop about an hour ago, it's growing on me. I don't know about you guys. The seat, I definitely want the hump. The seat actually looks kind of big. So if we look at, let's go here. If we look at, where's my mouse? The SF seat right here. We got the hump, and look how I'm paying attention to the side. So look at this area here. So just the shape of the seat itself. You see how wide that is, how long that is right there, that little area right there. Now compare that to the SF. Let's go SF. Hold on. Which one is it? This one? To live. Okay. So all right. So SF seat here. Try to go that way. So let's compare this to the area here. So that's what I'm looking at right there. Can I zoom in? Hold on. Let me see if I can zoom in. So much stuff on this workbench from last night. So we're powder coating the F4i parts. I'll show you that in a second, but let's zoom in on that. Okay, here we are. So looking at that area down there compared to this area here, I don't think there's any way you're going to take an SF or an OG seat and make it fit onto this. It looks like a complete frame redesign in some sense. The tabs, the mounting points, just like the OG frame doesn't match up to the SF frame, I don't think you're going to be able to take this seat. So you're going to have to wait for some aftermarket seats if you want the hump. That's something that kind of jumped out at me right away, was the OG seat coming back in a sense. So let's see. Let's pull up the live chat here. I'm rambling along. The whole reason I want to do this right now is to get everyone's thoughts. I've kind of been gathering it on Instagram and whatnot. So some of these comments, let me read through real quick. So And let me know what you guys think in the live chat. How to tag everybody there. All right. Why not? YHZ? Not feeling it. Okay, feeling it slightly more. So let's go back. Hold on. This is my render. Let's go back to the original one. So I'm going all over the place, but I talked about MSRP. So I don't think it's been announced yet. Has anybody seen MSRP? I don't think it's been announced, but if you look up the Honda Monkey, which I would argue has less mods than this, as far as it doesn't have a 5-speed transmission. It doesn't have the... Oh, it does have an LED front light, but it doesn't have the gear indicator, does it? Does it have I don't know that much about monkeys, but if you look at the... Let's see if they got a picture of it here. We got the LED lights, front and back. Let's see if I can find the indicator on this article. They got the 5-gear shift. No, not there. 5-gear indicator LED. I knew I saw it somewhere. Let's see if it's on this one. And that's, well, you kind of see it there. There is a really good picture of it somewhere. But the LED headlight, additional cost, the 5 gears, the additional, the 5 gears of different wheels. So the wheels look to be new wheels. They're not, yeah, they're definitely not the same. How to look at it. It's like a 5-spoke instead of the Grom right now, which is whatever this is. Bear with me. Shouldn't have taken that off the tripod. All right. So yeah, different wheels, different headlight, different tail light. Obviously different body. The 5 gears with the indicator. Yeah, I think the MSRP is going to be equal, if not more, than the Monkey, which is $39.99. So the ABS is available, from what I understand, on the gray model. Let's see if I got a picture of it. This one right here will be ABS only, from what I understand. Would that be $4,500 for an ABS model? Usually it's like $300 more. Will it be more because it's, you know, new Grom? So I guess MSRP, is that going to put a lot of people out of the market, or is it going to bring a lot of people into the market? That's going to be interesting to see. And then let's read some of these comments here. Wally likes the wheels. The motard one is his favorite, which I don't think I have a picture here. But as you can see, is it's all just attachments, OEM attachments, I guess. How strong are the rear sets? So it looks like these rear sets are similar to the Monkey rear sets, so I assume they're going to break. 5-speed is cool. I'm seeing gold forks on every website, though. Okay, so let's see. Here's gold. Yep. Here's gold forks on the video here. Yep. Gold forks.
Sean Hooligan donated $4.99. Corbin style seat caused many complaints, I'd say.
Corbin style seat, yep. Thank you for the $5, Sean. So yeah, so they're doing a Corbin. He's saying a Corbin style seat because a lot of people didn't like the hump. But if you like the wheelie, like you guys know I do, the seat really holds you in place, so you don't have to lock in your leg. $39.99. Has anybody confirmed the MSRP? Can you guys just write in the chat if you have? All right, let me just go through the live chat. I'm sorry, guys. I literally sat down at my desk, started editing this photo here, and then realized there was a big buzz on it. So I wanted to get my thoughts together on making a video, kind of like I did the 2021 rumored Grom video, and discuss it. But then I was like, you know what? I'm never going to do that because I got an F4i to powder coat tonight. Let's go live. So let's talk to some of you guys and get your guys' thoughts. KAP says, I'm effing with the motard monster. Looks insane. So let me see if I can get a picture of that one up while we're talking about that. That's the red one, which you guys been here a while. You know I'm not much of a fan of the red ones, but here's...
Ads K donated £5. Love your content. Keep it up, bro.
Hey.
And the new Grom looking lit.
Hey, ads. Appreciate the 5 euros. Pounds? 5 pounds? Thank you, bud. Across the pond. So here's the motard one. You can see they added that panel right there. And there's a video from the live stream where they add this. And then they add that. And then they got the fork little protectors down there. One thing I did notice is you see the exhaust here, the stock exhaust. It changes on one. There it is. It changes on this model. So I assume that's an aftermarket bolt-on exhaust that they're going to be selling as well. The high mount. I don't think it's going to come stock like that. This is not. Obviously, it's got knobbies on. So this is going to be a aftermarket part mod that I assume Honda is going to be selling. So they got a high mount exhaust, the plates, the number plates there, knobbies, and then is there something that bolted on there? I'm not sure, but this one is probably my favorite, even though it's not really my riding style. I just like the design of it. Top speed is only 2 miles an hour faster. So I saw somewhere, let me see if I can find it, that someone said the top speed is 58 miles an hour. And if you guys have ridden a Grom like Wally and I have, cross country, you'll know there's top speeds that vary based on wind and everything else. The top speed of the Honda Grom is 73 miles an hour on the rev limiter. It'll rev out, and we've hit 73 miles an hour multiple times. Hey, Ted Blank, thank you for the $5, my man. Let me know if you have a question that I missed. Get you up in here. Ted Blank, Lakeland Grom Squad, what's up? What's up, my man in Lakeland? Come on out Friday, Foot Break Friday over at Anderson Lot. All right, this color option is probably my favorite here, next to the blue. You put some high-vis rims on that. That'd be pretty nice. Not hating, but I like my 2020 Grom better from Yo Mama Like This Meat. Solid. You can tell he's a man of good opinions and good facts. I'm 100% getting one either way. Doubly dub.
Grom donated $4.99. A shit indicator to show how many false neutrals you get.
Nice. A guy with a Grom. Thank you for $5. Absolutely, man. So I'm wondering if they fix that with 5 gears. So, you know, notorious Grom problem since it's come out is hitting false neutrals, especially with the OEM linkage on the shifter. So will the 5 gears educate me, guys, if you guys know the benefit of 5 gears versus 4 gears on a 125. So I'm curious about that. I'm curious how it's going to feel. But it has been confirmed 5 gears. They show that in the video right here. We'll rewatch it. I'll turn this sound off. Rewatch it. Oh, jeez. What is this? Oh, okay. Here's the... Okay. Is this the live... This is the live stream? No, this is someone... Okay, let's take a look at this. All right. So, whose video is this? Make sure to give him credit. This is Motorcycle TV. So, the black one, matte black option, I just paused it there. So, let's talk about the headlight. What are you guys' thoughts on the headlight? Fans? LED headlights? Let's just throw price out the window. Let's just talk about design, because all this stuff I'm seeing is just dollar signs. It's just more money that they're adding to the base cost of the Grom. So it's going to be harder, in my opinion, if it's more, harder for people to get in if they're paying cash. If they're financing, it'll probably be an extra 3 cents a month. But let's talk about the headlight real quick. You guys fan of this headlight versus the SF headlight versus the OG headlight? OG headlight, similar, was a single headlight, but it was more oval scooter looking. The SF had the 2 bars separated by the cluster. I don't think I have one up here. Oh, I got them. Bro, I got one right behind me. What are you talking about? I got a Grom right behind me. Let's move this one out of the way. All right. So there's the SF headlight. So what do you guys like more? Sebastian says he likes the look of the headlight, likes it better. Doubly Dub likes the headlight. Grom's in 2018 SF off the loft, 73 miles an hour, bounced off the limiter. Now stunt gear in 1437. Yeah, it's gonna bounce off it quick with no 48 bounce off limiter, no speedo healer. Order looks better from JOA. Mark likes the SF headlight. Hey, a guy with a Grom. Good point. I pray it's brighter than the OG and SF. So that's kind of a notorious thing. Look at that thing. Starts right up. Hasn't been started in 2 months. So not very bright, the SF. SF headlight there. So the OG I think was a little bit brighter as far as like coverage, especially when you put that LED mod in it. Turn that off before I die of carbon monoxide poisoning on a live stream here. But SF new one looks better, so it looks like it's kind of 50-50 on people liking it or not liking it. And I think it's kind of like the Honda Monkey when it first came out. There was a lot of even the SF when it first came out. There was a lot of people hated it, people loved it, and I feel like with this one it's going to be the same. Wally's in the live chat moderating, so keep it PG. He will ban you. So I hit up our contact Wally at Honda. Really want to get a couple of these. I told him we'd ride all the way back to Florida on the sidewalks if they give us 2 free Groms. I don't think that was a selling point for them. All right, let's take a look at this. Here we go. All right, so here's the panels that you can bolt on. Let me get my mug out of the way here. Hold on. All right, so this is the Venture. This is the Coast to Coast Grom. So check out that exhaust. That's got to be got to be the aftermarket one, right? That's not the stock one. Yeah. So they got the silver forks on this one. So these, I assume, are just going to be either 2 things happen, guys. So 2 things. Why does my stream deck not work? So annoying. So 2 things happen with these Thailand releases. One is the colors are always going to be, not always, but most of the time are going to be different than the U.S. So a couple months ago, I made is this the 2021 Honda Grom colors? Because people were posting on Facebook, and I wanted to address it. If you go back all the way to the beginning of the Grom 2014s, there's always been a European overseas color scheme that we don't get in the U.S. So I think that what we're looking here is going to be some aspects of that. So the colors, the wheel colors specifically, like gold wheels, that's something that's notorious for overseas. We usually just see the black ones, and then those silver forks. And then that is a look at the stock exhaust right there. So compare that to the, well, I don't have one right now. One's on the shelf. But compare that to a stock SF exhaust. It's almost a hybrid of the OG and the SF low mount. So the OG had this header down here. Let's see if we get a picture of it. Had this low mount header. So right here you're looking at the header and catalytic converter type thing, where the SF has a big catalytic converter. It's almost like a skid plate to where you can like send it off things, and that's the first thing it's going to hit. So right here, looking at that one, that's more the OG exhaust, with the exception of it being a low mount. What's up, King Grib? Thanks for joining us. Motard. So this is Wally's favorite here, the motard bolt-on action. So just added this, added that, add that, right? Am I missing anything? Just 3 little bolt-on pieces. Oh, and then they added some lever protectors, hand grip protectors. what are they called, bark busters or something like that. Okay, here's the pieces. Okay, number plate, exhaust. It's actually really smart on Honda's part to take advantage of this.
Gromerman donated $5. I like the new headlight more than the OG, but not as much as the SF. I am really liking the proper oil filter on the new Grom.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Okay. I didn't get to that far into it. Okay, so they're putting a oil filter on it. I know they had a sight glass that I saw someone talk about, so they got an oil filter on there as well, getting rid of the oil spinner. So if you guys don't know, the Groms up until now... Ooh, look at those chain adjusters. Okay. Up until now, thanks for the $5, Grom Man, by the way. Let's see if we can get a picture of the side before I talk anymore. Up until this point, the engine inside here has no sight glass, so you can't check the oil levels without taking out the dipstick. And then on top of that, there's an oil spinner, so it spins the oil up to clean it, and a little screen. What Gromerman's saying, can you guys confirm it, that there's a oil filter now that you can change. That'll make changing oil changes a lot easier. You don't have to take the case off, which you don't really need to do anyway, but... Yeah, chain adjusters. So what we need to do, guys, is compare all these models, because like I was saying, Honda is getting really smart with, so if you guys don't know, the Honda Grom is a budget Grom, right? It's a eco-friendly entry-level starter bike. But with that came a whole subculture of people adding aftermarket parts and modding them out. So Honda's gotten really smart. They're making, dealerships are making $400 off a dealer fee on Grom, $500 maybe. Now they can add on OEM parts to where if you want to finance, you get some 18-year-old, 21-year-old co-sign with their parents, 16-year-old. You want to make it the motard one, that's like $4 extra a month, 72 months, boom. Sign me up. Now they're making some more money on the back end on that mod, on what a lot of businesses have become businesses. Get Bent, they haven't become businesses, but they've grown within the Grom community and expanded. MK Stunts, there's a lot of businesses that are specific to Grom. MSX 125 accessories in Thailand. It's all accessories for Grom. So it's really smart that they're tapping into that whole scene to get themselves a little extra revenue. The subculture that is Groms is just, it's crazy. All over the world. There's different, and I talked about this a lot, there's different Groms you can make based on your personality. So you want a motard, you want an off-road machine, you want a wheelie machine, you want to stretch lowered. There's so many different routes you can take a Honda Grom build. That's why when I made the Stock to Not Build series, I take polls on what we should do and basically what I want to do, but it's just endless. All right, stock exhaust, hybrid between the SF and the OG, it looks like. Motard plastics. That cluster's what I'm kind of interested in. Side case, so... There we go, chain adjusters. Side case, I'm not too... low-key, I want to get inside the engine because let me go back here. You don't need all me. Let me just give you a little bit of me. Just a splash of me. All right. I'm low-key a little bit nervous about getting into the motor itself because against the wall over here like 20 boxes full of Grom parts. Look at that catch. Pistons, jugs, cylinders, heads, clutches, oil pumps, spinners, side cases, you name it. I got so many parts sitting behind the screen here for the Grom. So how much different is inside this case besides an oil filter? It's kind of, I don't know. I assume there's a lot. There's not. This engine's pretty well established, but the 5-speed transmission. I really want to get inside there and take a look at that, because what does that do to the clutches? It's the exact same clutch springs, clutch plates, all that, the pressure plate. Will the side case mount up to an OG SF, or is it specific to this mount now? It's kind of where I want to dive into, really get my hands on it and take it apart. All right, we're going back to their Thailand. I love it. I wish we had this culture. Look at this. Me and Wally, look, me and Wally sitting on a Grom holding a piece of Farron, just like this. Gotta get a wig for that. We can do our own promo videos. Little pieces, smack them on there. Sticker charge, exploding clocks. Guy with waterfalls. Guy with dirt. Oh, tumbleweed. And motard flames. Yeah, Wally is the motard guy. Boots. Lion. Why not? Watch this one. I like this one. The exhaust turns off. 125 power, shooting up that skirt. Or maybe that's a Matrix coat. Still got the ugly mirrors. They didn't take those off the motard. That's impressive. No wheelies in this video. Let's talk about that. Honda humbled up after the initial release of the 2014 Grom when they did the original promo. I'll find it here in a second, but they humbled up because they realized people are going to take what they do here and we're going to roll with it. We kind of used that. Me and Wally talked about that to our Honda contact when we picked up the Coast to Coast, when they told us, maybe no wheelies. Like, you guys promoted it in your original promo. So with the 2021, we could only do burnouts, a little drifting in the rain in warehouses with spiky things. So noted, Wally. If we get free Groms, we're gonna have to behave. LED headlight I like. 5-speed gears. There it is. Boom. Okay, hold on. Cluster. Where'd you go, baby? Happened so quick. Hey, not ABS. Nobody cares about ABS. Waterfalls. Okay, hold on. I gotta be quick on this pause. Boom. Headlight. Dirt. Spiky things. So LED headlight and tail light. When we loop it out, it's gonna be even more to replace it. 5-speed transmission. I'm gonna pull that clutch in. Boom. There we go. All right. Let's get me out of here. Get out of here, Baldy. So, we know it's 5 gears because of this little thing, right? Let's see if I can get it on. Here. There it is. So they show it. I can't translate Thailand, and I haven't found the website that actually gives the specs, but there you go. 5 gears. Gear indicator. Digital tachometer, speedometer. Cluster, backlit. Don't even know what color that could be. Doesn't even look like it's backlit, but got the trip set gauge selector there. Oh, you notice that? 30 average? Is that a miles per gallon gas gauge? Is that telling you how many miles per gallon you're getting? There's actually a sensor in there to show that. Do you guys see that? 30 average. So now it's going to tell you when all you little squiddy squids are rev bombing it underneath the tunnel or at every stoplight, you're going to be watching that go down. That's going to be at least like 14 cents per rev going down as you see that decrease. Huh. Okay, so 5 gears, again. Don't know how that's going to benefit in the stunt world. Is that going to be a benefit? Or are you going to be shifting through more gears? Is first gear you're going to loop out even easier? Ooh, I'm excited. But 30, wait, what is that? What can that even mean? 30 average. A Grom gets like 90 miles per gallon. What is this guy doing? Oh, yeah. Drifting in a warehouse. Photogromer, come on. 30 what's that measurement? It's not miles per gallon. Oh, kilometers per liter. Kilometers per liter. Oh. Hey, there we go. Okay. Oh, so what's that math? Someone do math, quick. First one to do math wins. What is 30 kilometers per liter equate to? What is 30 kilometers per? What is 6? Oh, 6K. What? Someone dissect this for me. 6 km 30 average liters. Is that 6 liters? What? 6? I can't. Someone Google translate this for me. I'm confused by this. Regardless, you're going to be able to change it from kilometers per hour to mpg. That's pretty cool. So this whole I think I'm most excited about this little gauge here, even though I'm going to loop it out and probably break it. About 70 miles per gallon. Okay, that's pretty average. Me and Wally did 100. What was it, Wally? You still here? 120 something miles to a tank, which is the tank is like 1.86 or something like that gallons. So when we were doing coast to coast trip, two things you got to know if you don't know anything about Groms. A lot of people tuning in for this. Two things you got to know. The rev limiter hits at 73 miles an hour. You can do 73 miles an hour on the Honda Grom. You can go, if you're going downhill or you're on a flat surface, low elevation, you got a good draft, good wind, wind coming from behind, you're drafting, you'll hit 73 miles an hour, and if you're not overweight. So when you say top speed, it can go 73 miles an hour before the rev limiter bounces off the rev limiter and you can't go any faster. But it's all about conditions. So through the city, you got wind going to you. I would say the slowest I've gone on a Grom, that's not true, because when we went up the mountains in Arizona and New Mexico, we were going like 30, 29, maxing out. So I'm going to say max speed on a Grom is 73, period. That aside, gas tank, the capacity, 120-something miles. Mine ran out before Wally because Wally's like 47 pounds wet, and I'm a little bit bigger, but 120-something miles to a full tank of gas is what we got. And that was highway full throttle, wide open throttle. So, anyway. If you don't know anything about the Groms, those two things you need to know right off the bat. Okay. Moving forward. What's up, Hector? $73 miles an hour. Not 83, 73. New one says 150 on a full tank. Okay. There's only one way to find out, Honda. Wink, wink. 2 Groms. We're ready, me and Wally. I don't know if Mama Grom, Baby Grom, and Princess Grom are ready, but Photogromer's definitely ready. Ooh, look at that. That headlight's got the crash cage. This one I think I'm most excited about. This little mod here. This setup here. It is still 125 cc's. In fact, let's take a quick look at this and we'll dive into some of the specs. Yes, 5 years. If you're just tuning in, 5 years. Hey, Dan of, this is not the Grom Speed stream. This is Hayabusa only. Busa Bros and Jixer Bros in here. Please exit. Look at that skull right there. Aggressive. All right. Chain adjusters. Still need to do the 2-bolt or the 2-nut action. For some reason, it looks easier, though. It looks you know what it is? It's beefier. Normally, there's just a black plate there that ends up half the time it ends up in the swing arm. Now there's actually a looks like a cast aluminum part there to hold that whole area in place so it doesn't end up in the swing arm. What happens is it's like a plate. It'll just start. Got a Grom over here, guys. Come on, what am I doing? Watch my dad choose. All right, hold on. Hold on, peeps. Hey, during this commercial break, if anyone want to donate to the Grom Fund, do appreciate it. Honda hasn't replied to my email yet. All right, let's take a look at a SF Grom real quick. Let's go big. You guys want to go big? Let's go big. All right, so I got the very expensive mic over here, so I'm not going to be able to talk. But what I'm going to show you right now is we're looking at the chain adjusters. So let me just pull up. I'll pull up the video again. The new chain adjusters versus the old chain adjusters. All right, so put that down. So yeah, definitely an improvement there. I like that. And then they got the knobby tires on that one. Still the same shock, it looks like. No changes there. Undertail. Yeah, different redesign on this thing. Oh, let me go back. Let's look at that tail light real quick. Gotta be quick on that pause. There we go. Tail light. For LED tail light, it looks just like the SF one. It almost looks a little bit like the OG one. I like the blinkers though. They got rid of, at least on this one, they got rid of the amber blinkers and now they have the clear ones. See, these are all silver. Look at this. The way they show it here versus in the video, they all have the silver forks. Maybe that's an option, like an upgrade. Good job, Motorcycles TV. All right, we don't need to watch this anymore, do we? You guys want to see Bunny? Look at that. What is happening here? What is this? Come on, Honda, Thailand. You guys are killing me. All right. Let's see if we can get into some of the specs. All right, here's where Ride Apart. Love this website. If you're not on this website, great information on riding stuff. There's a couple of articles about the Photogromer on here. All right. Blah, 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 blah. Talking about blah. Europe. Somewhere down here. Blah. I saw. Okay. The 2021 Grom runs on an updated 125 single rated at 9.6 horsepower and 7.74 foot-pounds torque, now paired with a 5-gear transmission up from 4. So that's something that little article or a little snippet right there. Let me zoom in so you guys can see it. So many ads. They're worse than me. Look at all this. Maybe I should just make a website, stop doing YouTube videos. What is the most beautiful... What the hell's... Where are we going with this? Okay. Single rated... Updated 125 single rated 9.6 horsepower. That's the updated part. I don't know if they're just talking about the fact that they put a different side case on it. What do you guys think? Have you guys heard anything? Amber turn signals will be required for U.S. law. No shit. Okay. Learn something new every day. Sprocket size looks the same. 1534 is stock. Let's look at these pictures. Ads. Get out of here, ads. Bro. These ads are relentless. Alright, I gotta zoom out. Hold on. Make it like this. Okay. Okay, here we go. So those look amber there. Get out of here. Can I zoom in? Zoom. There we go. Open image and new tab. Ride Apart. You're killing me, guys. Gotta get an ad blocker here. Alright. There we go. So, good look at the wheels right here. Compare those wheels to SF wheels. You'll notice they're completely different. They do look like the cheaper, thinner, but maybe lighter option there. Slide over a little bit. Chain adjusters, which I was talking about earlier, upgraded. Rear sets, different, upgraded. Even the sight glass, stator cover, cam sprocket cover over here, all upgraded, all different. Shifter looks the same, peg looks the same. So you got panels here, 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 all mounting points, all these 3, 6 little circles here, the ability to mount those accessories, which we saw from Rabbit Guys. There he is holding it. So let's go third around. All those little plastic pieces will mount up. Flat seat, handlebars still the same stupid scooter handlebars. Stupid, but very useful on a coast-to-coast trip. Mirrors. Ooh, look where the key is for this guy. That's interesting. On the left side? Which side? It's on the... Okay, it's on the left side on the Grom, on the SF. For some reason I thought it was on the right side. All right, but... Is that the same spot? That's definitely not maybe the same spot. I don't know. Let's compare. So that's looking a little bit further back. So the reason I bring this stuff up is I'm thinking the frame's going to be totally different. I mean, obviously the tabs are going to be different, but I feel like the frame's going to be like noticeably different when we take it apart. I wonder if it's a single frame or if they went with a subframe bolt-on together. That's going to be interesting. If it's a subframe bolt-on, that would be amazing. So if they did like a single frame piece, like a big bike, and then a subframe that bolts onto that, that would be where it's at. Because what happens is you end up looping and you bend the subframe, and then you have to replace the whole frame, or you bend the front and you have to replace the the whole frame. But it's only $120, so it's not that big of a deal. Sprocket looks the same. Swing arm looks the same. Rear hugger looks the same. Shock is in yellow on this one. Black on the other one I saw, so that's the same. Forks are gold on this one, so that's interesting. Obviously, we're going to probably have the gold one. We're going to get gypped. I like this. So this piece right here, a lot of people don't like that, but I like that it hugs your leg. So if you're doing a wheelie, you might not have the hump, but you can hug a little bit better the plastics. I kind of like that. The gauge, front and center, looks pretty good. Blinkers way up top. Yeah, for LED taillight, looks exactly the same. Mud flap. Okay. Thoughts, guys? Take a drink break here. JM says it now has an oil filter. So, yeah, we talked about that a little bit. Yeah, does anyone know? I kind of died off. So what killed me on the Monkey was the price. And I feel like that's, and it's a Monkey, it's got the dual shocks in the back. There weren't a lot of aftermarket parts when it first came out, so I just lost interest on it. But, oh shit, that went the wrong way. But does anybody know if the Monkey has an oil filter? As I try to connect my bike back, or my mic. Hold on, I'll be right back. All right, we're back. So let's see. Read some of these comments now. It now is an oil filter. Yep, frame is completely the same. And watched the video from TFL and said the frame and suspension is unchanged. Okay, perfect. Well, there's going to be different tabs on it regardless. The tabs are not going to be exactly the same. Maybe they're the same dimensions, but even the OG to SF, you can't use the same frames. So the tabs for the fairings are going to be different. 100% on that. Max hang time.
Vroom donated $4.
Hey,
99. Grom Rider. I want to go faster. Honda R&D. Let's put stickers on the new Grom. They make them go faster.
Nice. Actually, you know, I applaud Honda on this one. I don't know. Like, yeah, it's a little gimmicky in the sense that it's a little... It looks a little cloney, someone said. And it kind of does. It looks a little... what's the word I'm looking for? It looks a little cloney. Yeah, I'll buy that. But I give it to them for tapping into the aftermarket community. Like, to be able to give this many options, I'm gonna give them a pass on the fact that they just slapped some stickers on. They actually did a redesign, a noticeable redesign. They added improvements with the 5 gears. I guess that's an improvement. I would assume it's an improvement. I've never ridden a 125 with 5 gears. But they added 5 gears, an indicator, sight glass. I'm trying to think what... There's a sticker here. It's yellow. They added the sight glass, so that's an improvement. But what I was saying was, with the monkey, what kind of got me away from it was the price point. It was just noticeably more expensive than the Honda Grom. And, you know, obviously... The Grom's been out since 2014, so I did a used buyer's guide on the Grom. It would take me a lot to spend a lot of money on a new Grom again. I spent $3,600 on my 2017 back in 2016 from the dealership out the door, but would I want to spend that much money on this Grom? I would say, for a new Grom, if you're not in the Grom world, I think this is very cool redesign. I think it's a step above just changing the colors like they've been doing since 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. I especially with like coronavirus, everything happening, I feel like 2020 we kind of expected it was just going to be half-ass redesign, and they came out with this, which is, you know, they put a lot of thought into that mod world with the motard option, the adventure option, what's the other one called? The cafe racer type looking one. They put a lot, I think they put a lot of thought into making a big change. Whether or not you like it or not, you know, that's obviously opinion and based on taste, but as far as reaching more people from the dealership with options and appealing to a bigger demographic, I think they hit the nail on the head with this multiple design, you know, generation. They really need to, we got to work on their advertisement here. We can do better than this, guys. Let's go back. I want to pause on the adventure one real quick, since, you know, a lot of you guys know me from the coast to coast trip. Me and Wally went cross country. 35, 50. How many miles did we go? 3,500, 5,500? I don't remember. 3,500, 5,500? 5,500 miles? 5,300? I don't remember how many. A lot of miles from San Francisco to Florida. So with this one, the adventure one, they got a windshield that you could add onto it. That's cool. We didn't add a windshield. Definitely would have helped a little bit if we had a windshield on our journey. They have the tail section for cargo back here, cargo rack type thing. Bigger gas tank would have been nice too. 4,200. There we go. 4,200 miles. Somewhere in the middle. Motard one, Wally's favorite, in red. Ugh, not a red fan, but Wally likes to ride red. I kind of like the wheels. All right. Now that we've seen this, let's go back to my picture because I think I did a good job. As soon as you look at this, you can't. I mean, yes, you could, but you can't tell me. You put some white wheels on it, powder coat the wheels white. Get bigger, you. Powder coat the wheels white. Throw an exhaust on that thing. Throw a sub cage on it. Throw a couple stickers on there. Got the Careless. Got the Six Shop. Got my dual caliper bracket down here. Manic Machining. My Thailand Special Adeline P34 equivalent calipers with the Core Moto brake lines. White shock. Look at that right there. That looks hot. When I started doing this on Photoshop today, I got excited. I'm not gonna lie. I got excited at this design. Even the headlight from the side, I really like it. I don't know. The side profile just looks really clean right now. I mean, what's your guys' thoughts? Blue? The wheels are different. The wheels are most definitely different. Not just because I made not just because I powder coated them white. Sorry, I was reading the email while I was doing that. Not just because I powder coated those white, but they're like a 5-spoke wheel. Let's see if I got that picture again so you can see it there. Where's that video? I could have done that. Look at that. I could have done Honda. Where are you at, Honda? Look at me. Look. I could have. Wait, he's got his arm like that. I could have done that, man. I could have. In the shadow with the backlight and the smoke. Honda Grom, you know? Honda, come on. Advertisement. Reach out to the real models. All right, let's bring up some of the live chat. Liam likes the blue. Bigger tank is a must for sure. At least 2 or 3 gallon would be amazing. Max, I've heard it goes 150 miles per tank now instead of the 120 we pulled off on the coast to coast. I wonder if they can be swapped from the SF to keep the ABS available. ABS is now available on... Oh, you mean the wheels? Yeah, I don't see why not, because the ABS is now available on the 2021 as well. Kit Kat, hi. Shamus, maybe if they put the engine from the ATV 150, increase the tank capacity. J, at least 2 with the miles per gallon this thing will get. It will add an additional 50 to 60 miles per... they said about 30. Well, I don't know what they're claiming. So, I think... Someone go look up what a 2017, 2018, 2019 Honda Grom tank per... or miles per tank is. Because we, 100%, me, 195 pounds, probably 220 at the time, got 125 miles to a tank from full to running out of gas in the middle of Texas. So if they claim that the SF Grom is, and that's with a lot of gear too, if they claim that the SF Grom gets 120 miles to a gallon, then yeah, it's about another 30 miles per gallon. All right. Still think I can pull it off. Let's get back to some of these pictures. Okay, let's take a vote real quick. Everybody likes a vote, right? We're gonna do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Where's my Instagram? Look at that Photogromer. Come on, man. Get back. What are we doing? Make it small. Oh, here we go. We're gonna assume that these are the U.S. colors. So I want you guys to tell me what's your favorite color. We got blue, black, gray, or red. Go ahead and vote in the live chat. Let's see what we get here. I'm curious. Blue, black, matte black it looks like. This two-tone gray with the yellow. And ignore the gold rims because I don't think we're getting those in the U.S. And then the red. What is your favorite color? Vote in the live chat. All right. The 2018 says 134 miles per tank. Okay, I got 120. So, yeah. We'll see. LCR, Rizzo says red. LCR says blue. Wally says gray. Blue, black and red. Blue, 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 black. Silver with the highlighter for sure from Mark. Gray, gray, silver, same thing. Blue, black. Not a lot of reds. Has anybody said red? Nobody likes the ginger, huh? No reds? I didn't see one red out of all that. And that kind of is depressing for Honda because their slogan is Ride Red. Hey, Brennan May. He wants a ginger Grom. There's one red out of the bunch. You want to make red look better? You add white wheels to it. Red with white wheels actually looks pretty decent. Gray. So, my favorite's the blue. Personally, just like this. This is how I would have my Grom if I get a 2021 Honda Grom. Honda, you listening? You here? Colin, what's up, my man? If not, the gray I think would look pretty amazing. And I said this on Facebook. Pretty amazing with green highlighter wheels. So get rid of that gray, get rid of this gold, turn that black or silver or even that color, and then have highlighter, this color right here, whatever that is, that yellow greenish, have that as the wheels. That will be an amazing two-tone. That will be popping. So if you want to be a little bit more conspicuous, not blend in during group rides, powder coat those green, throw some green on that, or lime green, highlighter, whatever it is, high vis, and that'll look hot. But Mr. Photogromer usually likes white, would be rocking this all day long. Look, I even put my tank bag up there. If you zoom in on this picture, secret fact, check this out. Yeah, your sponsors. I didn't Photoshop out that handlebar, so you got 1, 2, 3 handlebars on my Grom. No big deal. Gonna be huge. 3 handlebars. Amazing. But the blue and white, I even like the silver there. I would probably wrap that black, though, the forks, or white. But I think that is pretty hot. Pretty friggin' hot. Chuckles in the house. Yes, I ride a 202 red and white 2020. Red and white, I think these would sick. I think these would look sick in red and white with some white walls or on black wheels. I'm not a big fan of the white walls. They turn yellow after one trip in Georgia clay. Stay away from the white walls. All right. Has London Grom Squad, what's up, my man? Has anybody heard anything else on the motor side? Has anybody else seen anything else that I haven't found? Tag me on Facebook or Instagram if you have. We'll look at it here in a second. Let's read a little bit more from Ride Apart. So they are calling it upgraded 125 motor paired with a 5-speed transmission. Everything else from the 12-inch wheels to the 31mm inverted fork suspension to the 30-inch saddle height is the same as previous models. Based on information on the... Ooh, didn't even click that. Honda UK. Dang, they already got... I'll accept those cookies, Honda UK. There we go. What are we doing speculating, guys? Come on, let's go. Honda UK on point. What's up, Honda America? Colin, wake up, man. Update your website. All right. MSX 125 2021. Updated with a more... Hold on. Why can I not... Does that not look like it's grayed out like it should be something else? Choose variant. Close. Oh. Is that why? Oh. Okay, hold on. Force Silver Metallic. I love the names that they come up with, Honda. It's like they have a dartboard. Matte Gunpowder Black Metallic. Gay ET Red. Okay. Specifics. Okay. Do we got to compare this to the bore stroke? Let's pull up a 2020 Honda Grom. Let's pull up some specs here. Let's compare apples to apples. Okay, there's the bore. 52.0 54 millimeters by 57. Let me get next to this, to that. 52.4, 57.9. Exact same bore. Okay, so piston and jug exactly the same, right? 9 to 3 to 1 compression ratio, 10 to 0.1. What does that even mean? But there's different compression now. 52.4, 52.4, 57.9. Okay, so different compression ratio. Okay, someone that is smarter than me makes sense with that. More specs. That's the 2020. 2021, okay. We got the newtons instead of the foot-pounds. O2. I wonder if that's like a UK thing. New piston. Oh, new piston, okay. So, if you haven't seen a Grom piston, this is it right here in the flesh. It's not very exciting, but this is it. This is how big it is. Not very big. Coke can for reference. So, still the same size. Whoa. Hit the wrong button. Sorry about that. More compression is more bang is more better. So 10 being more or 9 being more? 10 is more, right? So wouldn't that make it less, or is it backwards? Oil capacity 1.1 liters, so 1 liter when we do an oil change. 1 liter? Is that what those things are called? Liters? What do we call them in the U.S.? Ounces? Gallons? Liter? Yeah, call them liters. 1 liter? Quart. 1 quart. We call it 1 quart. Whew. I don't even know what world I'm in. Brakes look the same. Forks same. Monoshock, square. Tires are exactly the same. 5-spoke aluminum cast. 2.5 to 12, so that's same size, but got that 5-spoke. Batteries, caster angle, dimensions, steel mono backbone frame. So it's going to be a full frame, no subframe like I talked about. 6 liters. Come on, Google Translate. Clutch, wet, chain, 5-speed, transmission. Headlights, LED, instrument LED, digital dash speedometer, twin trip meters, fuel gauge and clock LED. Book a test ride. Anybody want to go to UK with me? Oh, you coming? Let's go ride one. Let's fly over to London. London Grom Squad, you still in here? Can we come over and stay at your house, please? In your flat, I mean. Can we stay in your flat? We promise not to get your house raided once we do shenanigans over there. .7 horsepower, 7.7 torque. So that's the same as a Grom 2020, right? What are they calling the torque on a 2020? 4-speed. Get on my level. Where's the horsepower? They're probably on that's probably under features. You want to bet it's under features? Features. 9 horsepower. How do they not have the horsepower on this? Comfort. That's a bold statement there, Honda, putting comfort on a Grom seat. That's some bold statement right there, my man. Look at the overview. They don't even tell you the horsepower. They know Americans will be like, 9 horsepower? 9? We supersize everything. You're going to give me 9 horsepower. Don't even... Yeah, I don't even see the horsepower here. Do you guys? I just wonder what they call it out on the specs for the SF Grom. The hooligans are up northwest riders. All right, we're going to hang out with the northwest riders when we go to London. ABS. So I thought if you guys heard differently, let me know. But I thought they said this color option is only available with the ABS model, which is a damn shame. You got to get ABS and then snip that wire, take that fuse out, and pay more for it just to get this hotness. I would say that's a little bit of a bummer if that's true. When they gonna make a 125 Supermoto from Token? Well, I mean they kindly did. This motard looking one is that option. Hold on, guys. We're just gonna. This is just gonna be. Can someone turn me into a meme? Someone Photoshop me. It's like how's it got it? It's going this way. Which way's his head? Yeah, this way. Okay. Elbow out like that, and then tilted side profile. Like that. And then turn the lights off. Hold on. Like that, right? Alright, hold on. They kind of made the Supermoto theme. Look. It's the motor option. This one, right? Shift, 5th gear. Boom. Spiky things. ABS. G sensor. Hopping off. No big deal. Kick the camera. Rebels. Those Grom owners. There it is. Nope. Back here. Right there. So there's your Supermoto option. I mean, that's as Supermoto as you're going to get with a Honda Grom. That's kind of cool. But you can take it off road, but you're not doing Supermoto things with a Honda Grom. You know, I mean you can, but you know, not much travel in them forks. Any plans, Frankie's World? Any plans to come out to the West Coast again? 2021 is going to be the traveling year. I already gave the wife the heads up last night. We're going to be, yeah. I really want to go out to California, ride with my boys in the Goonies out there. Vegas, Arizona. I want to go all the way back through all the OC, the Bay Area Goonies, everyone. I want to, and then Pacific Northwest, all the way up. Keep on going. Yeah, next year. Want to try to get out west again and bring a couple of fellow Goonies, Florida Goonies with me. What's up, Nate? What's up, my man? All right. When she sends you out for diapers and you come back with a new Grom and now you're sleeping on the bench, reconsider your life choices. I don't know what kind of bench you got, but my bench is comfortable. Look at this garage, my people. It's not like the first time I went out for diapers and came back with a motorcycle. Look, we got the DRZ. We got the F4i in pieces over there. We got the stunt Grom, and then the new 2017 stock Grom over there going to be turned into a stunt one. We went out for diapers and we came back with a powder coating machine, a sandblaster, some lockers over there, which I still want to do something with. Look, I got a Grom frame right there. All of the parts. I got some DRZ plastics right there. There's you guys. That's what I'm looking at. Look at all the crap over here. Got to get this clean. You guys want to see what if you want to do powder coat never? You want to see a deterrent to never do that? Watch this. Lewis didn't tell me about how messy it was, even with those fans and filters. Disgusting. But don't got to pay for powder coating, so there's that. All right. Yeah, Las Vegas. I wanted to go to the Halloween ride, but can't do it this year. Got baby Gromer. He's 3. Promised him some trick-or-treating and good stuff. So not going to be able to make it out there, but if you guys are in Las Vegas or anywhere near it, the Goonies, LV Goonies, and all the West Coasters having an amazing Cops vs. Criminals little Grom ride out there. You don't want to miss that if you're in Vegas. Get yourself a cop uniform and get on your Grom. Fun times for sure. All right, let's go through this real quick. one last time. Let's see if anything new has happened on the Instagram. Has anybody said anything new? Let's see. Where's 100%? There we go. Sort by new. Nope. Look at Wally. Always jumping in my chats. If you guys don't follow Wally, give him a follow on the Instagram. He does some fun things on his Instagram. I don't know how to look at Instagram on a computer too well. Still, I don't care. That's hot. That looks nice now. It's no longer as ugly as it would be straight stock. I don't know what that guy did to get restricted, but he's showing restricted on my account. Probably one too many messages. Looking at the OEM choices for the US again. Yeah, the whole... I'm curious about the whole... Let's go back. Where's that? Okay, it's not there. Well, there's the wife and kids. Like, there's Baby Gromer, Princess Gromer, Mama Gromer. You guys haven't seen them. The ones that keep me in check. Alright, let's go back here. What I want to check out is... Let's go back. The high mount versus low mount. Mounting options. Where are they mounting those? Let's see. Oh, what's that guy doing? Oh, man. I could do that. Looking into the camera. Look at that. They're like, we need more bald head guy looking in the camera. Make sure he has his ear pierced. We're serious. Oh, he's holding something. Look how uncomfortable. Let's go back to this one. Look how uncomfortable she is right here. Core strength. Look at the muscles. She's like, you ever try to lean back and hold yourself up like that? All abs, baby. All abs. I want to see how the exhaust with the high mount mounts versus, low mount's going to be to the rear sets. The high mount, there on the OG one, there's a mounting point up here. So I'm wondering, see how that's mounting. Is it just dangling there, or is there a bracket that they're going to include, or a mounting point? Let's go all the way back. Rewatch this from Moto TV, I think it's called. Motorcycle TV. Appreciate you guys putting this out. Good beat. I like the headlight. I don't care. I really like the headlight. You know what I'm not seeing? Is V-rubbers. You guys see any V-rubbers? Death tires? So if you guys don't know, V-rubber tires came on the... Oh, it came on the SF2, but mostly the OG Grom. If it was at all wet or dusty or anything like that, you go down, you break ribs. So I'm happy if they got rid of V-rubber for their supplier of tires, because that's an extra $100 you gotta spend right out of the gate. I mean, I'm a little disappointed, Thailand Honda. I feel like I'm pretty big in the Grom community. Where's the invite? I mean, what do I gotta do to get an invite to fly out to Thailand? I'll wear a mask. Look, John from South Korea sent me a whole multi-pack Costco size of the Korean mask. I'll wear them. I'll wear masks. I should have been there last night. I was laying in my bed, about to go to sleep, 3 a.m. I'm like, whoa, what is this in Thailand? They're released the 2021 Honda Grom getting released. Okay, thanks guys. Let's get back to it. Oh, buzz. Let's go back. I want to look at that side case. Try to get in focus. All right, here's the side case. So we talked about this earlier, and now I can confirm it with my own two eyes. You have the oil filter right here. So that's what these two bolts are right here. Take those two bolts out. You have a little oil filter that's going to pop out right there. You got your fill plug, whatever, right there. Sight glass is right here. You can barely see it. That just looks like trim right there, so that's probably doing nothing to hold it on. Then you got your 8mm bolts holding the clutch side case in. Clutch cable, starter. Cylinder, head, exactly the same, regardless if they replaced the piston or did something to the piston to make it a different compression. Everything looks exactly the same from the outside, design-wise. Side case just looks different with the filter. So oil spinner would normally live right inside there. You now have the oil filter, which, if you don't know, what you have to do, again, I talked about this earlier, if you're replacing your oil, you're supposed to take your side cover off. So you take all, basically you got to take your rear set off, you got to take your exhaust off or cover it up. You take all these 8mm bolts that hold this to the mid case off, then you pop out your side cover. Sometimes you got to replace the gasket, sometimes not. Then there's a spinner that spins around really fast, kicks up the oil, and there's a screen underneath that catches any debris. So it's just literally like a screen that you would put on your side of your house, just a little screen, mesh screen. And you clean that out, and you clean the inside of the oil spinner. Now you just drain the oil down, undo these two 8mm bolts, pop out an oil filter, pop in a new oil filter, add a quart of oil, and you're done. What they don't tell you is you don't need to pull open the side case, but maybe once every 5,000 miles, if that, and clean that spinner out, if you even want to do that. It doesn't get that gunked up there. You do it once after the break-in period, see if there's any metal shavings. Usually there's not, and then you're good. The only time you're going to really need to clean that out is if you burn out your clutch. All those fibers will end up in that screen, so you want to clean it out then, or you destroy your piston doing too many wheelies without the oil pump mod. I wonder if the oil pump's the same. I assume the oil pump's right here since the filter's right there. Therefore, it's not going to have a pickup OEM when you're doing wheelies, so it's still going to starve the engine of oil if you're doing wheelies, because all the oil goes to the back of the case. So, oil filter, awesome. Oil sight glass, awesome. Be interesting to open that up and see that 5-speed transmission. And if the clutch is the same, if the oil pump's the same, and what else is changed in there. Let's continue. Mounting points, let's look at that. So you see up here, on this one, this is the Adventure Grom. So this is the one that has the windshield, the cross-country, coast-to-coast Grom. So hey, all these Groms are going to come stock, and then you add these mods to it to make it into that little thing, that Adventure Grom. So it's got a different plastic piece here, plastic piece there, that connected to those little things. And then it's got the luggage rack down there, so all OEM stuff from Honda. And then we have the bolts here that bolt onto the windshield, or number plate if you run a number plate. So pretty simple. Two little hex bolts there. Pop that on. That's cool. I like that, because you know what? It's not just that you get this from OEM land. It just opens up the ability for the aftermarket community to jump in there and really add, their own little take on the mods. So now you can have all that additional. All that additional, make sure all this is on. Is that chat? Can we put chat here? No. All those additional aftermarket companies can now piggyback off those mountain points, regardless if they're the OEM ones are good or not, or your style or not. All these mountain points gives aftermarket companies the ability to create their own cleaner version and put it out to the community. So again, regardless if you like this Adventure Grom, you now have two mountain points right here for that number plate or a different number plate that someone can design or something else. Get creative. Again, you got those mounting points in the front of that headlight, so you can mount on that motard design. So here's the OEM one, I assume, from Honda, and then obviously your fork guards there, but you now have the ability for MSX 125 accessories or any other aftermarket company, TST, to come out with a different style that's maybe a little bit better, different colors. So you got 4 mounting points, 2 up here, 2 down there. That's where that motard was connected right there. Motard fender, front fender. That's just smart. I mean, smart on Honda's point to add that. The Bark Busters mounting directly to the OEM bars. Still not a fan of the flat seat. What do you guys think about the rear sets? Release date? Okay, it's what are we in October now? It'll be in the US. I bought my 2017 SF Grom in September 26th, and they just got released, or they were just starting to hit dealerships like maybe a month or two before. So obviously coronavirus, imports. I would say by the end of the year. I would say probably end of next month maybe. So here's the thing. This is Thailand. Thailand announced this. To my knowledge, since I've been streaming a couple hours now, I don't think US, I don't think Honda, America Honda has messaged. Nope, I don't got any reply from Honda America. So I messaged my contact at Honda, hey, where's mine? But basically, I just want to get more information on it. So I don't know when the release date is on America, but I would say overseas they're probably going to see it within a month, 2 months, November, end of November, early December. I would say if Honda snuck this one in on us. I was talking about this earlier. I didn't expect Honda to have such a nice redesign for this year with the pandemic and everything that happened. You know, this all started overseas and worked its way to the east, to United States and Europe and all that stuff. So everything coming out of Far East was shut down before, so it's just a domino effect, accordion effect. It's just going to prolong everything else. So I wasn't expecting much of a release this year just because of that, but it looks like they were working this well before that and still got it announced in Thailand, which is pretty amazing, last night. So until Honda announces it, it's kind of hard to say the release date, but I would say that they could be working it behind the scenes, just like they were working behind the scenes on this one to get it announced in Thailand. Honda could be releasing it pretty soon. So they released the Monkey, or announced the Monkey, at the Smoky Mountain Crawl, which was in June of 2018. So, it's not like the iPhone, but I would say we're probably at least a couple months out before we see it in the U.S. Rear sets look less prone to snapping, but probably will. Of course they will. There we go. That's what I want to look at. The high. Get up there. What do you got? Come on. I want to see that high mount exhaust. I want to see how they mount it. There it is. Okay. It's a bracket. There is a bracket. There is a mounting point. Okay. So there you go. You now have the option, it looks like, very easily. I'm not going to say very easily, but you do have a mounting point up there. So that bracket, it looks like it's not just a aftermarket bracket. It looks like it's part of that exhaust. So it doesn't look like a separate piece. It looks like that bracket and the way that pipe's bent lines right up with that mounting point. So Yoshimura, if they want to do a high mount, Tosh, any of those, Two Brothers, or what's the other one, Zoom, all the exhaust companies, if they want to make one, they're going to have to make their own, but they have a mounting point for it now. You put a sub cage there, obviously it's not going to fit, and it's not going to be a strong enough mounting point for. I doubt it goes to the frame. I mean, it goes to the frame, but I doubt it's like a strong bolt like the Undertale where you can mount the sub cages to. So I was just thinking out loud if you can get like a subcage pegs through there and mount to that, but it's only going to be on one side, and it's probably not the strongest point of that subframe. Headlight guard there. Again, mounting points to the front. Maybe you can have a little plastic thing there to cover your headlight so you don't have one. That'd be cool. Nighttime ride. This is a scrambler, right? Scrambler, I think they called it. Big block tires, chain adjusters. We talked about that earlier. New chain adjusters in your rear sets. You see down there? Don't need it, but kind of cool. Nice trim. It's got a stator cover guard, stator guard. I guess it's probably a skid plate that goes underneath. I don't know if we can see. Yeah, look, it looks like it bolts down here and goes around. So a little skid plate. Is there a shot of that skid plate from the front? Let's see. That's kind of cool. I would get that regardless of running this whole scheme. Just get that skid plate, because the SF Groms, the stock exhaust, which I love, and even if you don't run stock exhaust, if you get a Yoshimura, that skid plate will stop you from smacking your header pipe against the ground when you go off-roading or hop curbs or anything. Not that I do that, Honda. You can sponsor me again. It's cool. Right there. That skid plate. If that goes all the way underneath, it's not just... It kind of looks like it's just a stator cover, though. Like, you see how it bolts right there? There's a... On the Grom right now, if you look at my Grom, back there, there's... Those bolts are already there, so it looks like it just bolts into that case right there. Holds that case in one of those bolts. So it looks like it's just a stator crash cage thing, which you don't need. You're never going to damage that thing. So here's the different options with those mountain points. So you have those two mountain points up top on the number 8 Scrambler. Yeah, Scrambler. There's Adventure, Scrambler, and Motard option. So Adventure, blue one, Scrambler, black one. Motard is the red one, obviously. But you have those mountain points. So on this one, on the Scrambler, they have the 8 number plate. On the Adventure, they have the windshield. Very cool windshield. And then mountain points down below and up top. So they put the cage on the headlight, the little protector on the headlight. On this one, they have the Motard front fender. And then, obviously, they got the fork guards there. And then the high mount up here. And 2 low mounts on the Adventure and the Motard. Which I feel like the Motard should have the high mount. Good job, Motorcycles TV, on this one. You want to watch the bunny video again? Look at that. Straight wheeling out of the ocean. Flames. Bunny on fire. Why is the bunny face on fire now? Oh, God, this guy. There he is. Core strength. Justin Bieber here. Flippy floppy. Bolts. Stickers. Clock exploding. Waterfalls. Here comes dirt. Dirt. Fire. I like the lion. Someone got paid to say, we need a lion. Nah. Get back. We gotta do this shot all over again. Get the lion. I mean, who, come on. Thailand, I know you're out of control, but a lion? I mean, even got the walk, too. Left over right. And then exhaust. Shirt coming up. It's the low mount exhaust. Was that the low mount exhaust or the high mount? That better have been the high mount. What's blowing that? Can you fart? That's the low mount. It's not realistic. Burnouts. Not legal, Honda. Not legal. Nope. Dirt. Slow mo. I want to ride through the spiky things. No skirting on your ABS G-sensor front wheel. Kick you over. Mod it yourself. Good job, Honda. I like it. Let's see if there's any new videos. Let's jump around, guys. We've been doing this for a couple hours. Oh, Motorcycle TV again? This is the official video. Didn't I just watch this? Oh, this is just the ad. I don't want to watch that again. Let's type in 2021 Honda Grom. See if anyone else is giving us anything new. What's this guy doing? Breaking news.
What's going on, guys? Alex here with TFL Bike with some really exciting news for you because it looks like
What's up, my man?
Brand new
I don't know this guy.
Grom. So here's your first look at the new Grom right here.
I like what he's doing, though.
Quickly say this is a European model.
Look at him. He's already got a video out. Good for him. I'm sitting here live being all lazy. He's sitting behind a computer and a desk.
The original.
I don't want to play too much. I don't want to give me a copyright
some
claim.
snippets of it. So a few different this year's colors. Next year there might be. But if they're redoing this bike to meet Euro 5 over in Europe, it's pretty safe to say that we're going to get this model over here in the U.S. We're just
I agree with you, my
gonna have
man.
to wait a little.
All right. Live chat. Sound off. Any questions you got? Any insight? What do you guys think? Let's take a vote again. Favorite Grom. You got the SF. You got the OG. Well, let's start with the OG. We're going to pull some things up. OG Grom. And we're going to pull up only Honda's pictures, because apples to apples, you guys got to make that decision. What style do you like the most? Don't vote yet. Let me pull up some apple to apple thing here. We got this guy. What is this? Oh, Crash Motorcycles? No. Open in new tab. Open image in new tab. Got 2021. Let's get a 2017. We got a red one? No red ones? Where's the red ones? Alright, I guess we're getting highlighter orange. Open in new tab. And then we got the new one. Alright. I want votes, my people. Let's take you guys down memory lane. A history lesson of the Honda Grom. In 2013, Honda... Get out of here, Baldy. Let's get rid of my face. Hold on. Where am I? There I am. In 2013, Honda released and announced the Honda Grom, the 2014 Honda Grom, 2014-2015 model, known as the OG Honda Grom, as you see on your screen right now. They had the scooter headlight, noticeable, the boomerangs, the older style rear sets, the high mount exhaust, the flat seat, V-rubbers, very important. And, of course, the better wheels. In 2016, the 2017 and 2018 Honda Grom was announced. Same look for the 2019 and 2020. Only thing they changed was the color of the plastics and added ABS. Actually, that was available in 2018, the ABS, but they just changed the plastics, the colors. But 2017 had a complete redesign as far as the plastics go. The frame is different for the mountain tabs and the gas tank. The exhaust was a low mount. You can see they got a little bit more aggressive with the rear sets. The seat had the hump, which I love for wheelies. But everything else was relatively the same. This was the same. The gauge was the same. Different color, though. It was blue instead of orange. But everything else was the same. Same design for the most part. Rear fender has a little gap in there from the original one. No gap. Then, as of yesterday, 2021, you guys saw it just a few minutes ago. Thailand, Emo Society created the best promo video known to man. Apple, take note. The 2021 MSX Honda Grom 125. Huge upgrades. Debatable. Changes, at least. Headlight, LED front headlight, LED tail light. They got the flat seat now, wider at the bottom. Interesting. They got all these mountain points, boom, 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 so you can add accessories. You now have the option of a low mount or high mount. There's your mountain points down up here. for a high mount or low mount exhaust. Different rear sets. The 5-speed transmission, very important to say that. 5-speed transmission. Oil filter in it now. Supposedly a different upgraded motor. I don't know. Maybe it's just different. I don't know. Compression seems to be different, but everything else, the board looks exactly the same on spec. Different wheels. So we've got the mag 5-spoke wheels. Mirrors are the same. Indicators a little bit different. So a little high mount indicators right here and here instead of coming out of the headlight. Usually when you crash, that'd be the first thing you hit. Now it looks like the bars might take the damage. I'm not going to lie. Let's go back. 2014, 2015, 2017 to 2019, or 2020 rather, and then 2021. I applaud it. I really do applaud the changes they made with the 2021. I like it. I wasn't 100% sold on it last night when I saw it at 3 in the morning, half awake. But after I did my little Photoshop job, if the price is not out of the friggin' world, Honda, I think it's going to be. I really do. I honestly think it's going to be. MSRP on the Honda Grom is what? $3,300, $3,400 now? I predict it's going to be at least $4,000, $39.99 MSRP, at least. ABS model, $3,200, $3,300, $3,400, somewhere around there. I predict this is going to be a $4,000 MSRP Grom. But even with that being said, I 100% think this is going to be the most popular Honda Grom come next year. I feel like these are going to be selling quick. These are going to be hard to get at the dealerships. I feel like once these come in, if they're not a super dealer, and if there's any supply chain delay, I feel like these are going to be hard to get your hands on first. I like the improvements. Money aside, MSRP aside, if I make it look just like this with Stock to Not Season 4, 3, 6, 7, what are we on? If I make it look just like this, I would be excited to ride this. And, you know, that comes from someone who just bought another 2017 brand new Honda Grom. It's got like 1,000 miles on it, which I planned on making it an identical copy of this Grom, my stunt Grom. I'm not too excited about building this up now. What am I going to build that up? It's just going to be a newer version of this when I could have had this amazing looking thing right here. Look at that. I could have been building that for Stock to Not, the new one. I don't know. What do you guys think? Post in the live chat right now. Let me get some good comments. We're going to end this soon, but I want to take a little bit of your comments right now, and I want to incorporate them in any edit video that I make in the future. So if you have any questions, comments, anything I missed, post your thoughts down below. Put some type, double thumb. If you're on your toilet, double thumb. Put some thought. Give me a little bit of keywords and things to say in the video where I can reference you, because I really want to know. Dank Wheelie didn't do his 2-stroke. That was Nathan from Stand Up, and that's Thomas. Goonies, Florida, has a 2-stroke. Landon, you didn't know that. He just showed a video of it. Anyway, I would really like to get your guys' thought. So if you got a Grom, let me know what you think. If you don't have a Grom, let me know what you think. Let me know the pros and cons, in your opinion, on what you're seeing here. I kind of got enough information to put together a video now, but I would really like to incorporate the community's reaction to this, because I think it's very important, the community, how you guys react, to pass that information back to Honda in one sense or another, directly or indirectly through videos. Just curious. While I'm doing that, I just thought of something. Honda, is this the UK one? Honda has this on their website. I can find the MSRP right now if they have it. Do they have it? Sitting here speculating. I got a website right here. Did they list the price? Price? How many pounds, my man? No price? I don't see a price. You see it? It's a cool photo right there. Look at that. Got the guitar over here. What is that? A helmet? Record player, very hipster. A stool. That's awesome. I don't see any price. No MSRP. This is great for if you have a passenger, the flat seat. If you put a taller lady on the back, she's up there in outer space. No price that I can see. All right, let's see what we got here. How many cc's? Still 125 cc's. Wonder where the oil pickup mod is on these. I think the oil pickup mod, or oil pickup rather, I think the oil pickup's going to be in the same spot. I think it's going to be there because the oil filter's there. So if the oil filter's there, the oil pump's got to be right behind it. So there's the oil filter. So oil pump's probably in the same spot. Let's see what we got. And that was from Ted Blank asking that question. Banana Sun, will SF Grom Pratt still be for sale? Don't know what you're trying to say there. I just sold my Grom. I've been in dire need for an upgrade, 6K miles. I need a fresh start. And I think 2021 is the way to go for me, from Doubly Dub. Yeah, if you don't have a Grom, I feel like this is a pretty good option. If 2013 is the OG, 2017 is the SF, this is, well, 2014 was the first year in the US. We call it 2014 model. What are they going to call this? That's a good question. OG, SF? I think they're calling this the MSX Grom. See this sticker right here? MSX Grom. Usually overseas, they don't have it. They don't call it Grom. They just call it MSX 125. So I think it's going to be the MSX model is what it's going to be called. Look up MSX 125 on YouTube, sort by upload date, and you'll find a dyno test of the Blue 2021. Okay. Hey, Vroom, can you post a link? Post a link. I'll look that up in a second. Dalton Bailey just bought an SF Grom yesterday and don't regret my purchase. The 2021 looks don't do it for me. That's good, man, because buyer remorse is a real thing. I'd be kind of pissed if I really liked this and just bought one yesterday. Even though I say it a million times, a Grom is a Grom is a Grom. If you get an SF Grom, an OG Grom, or this Grom, you're going to have just as much fun. It's just personal style. That's all it boils down to. Maybe the 5-speed is going to be a little bit different, but they're all going to ride exactly the same. It's under the specs tab. Okay, hold on. Let's go back here. Specs. I'm under specs. Okay, where? This price? I don't see price. Can I see price? I don't see price. All right. Will SF parts still be for sale is what I meant. Yeah. I mean, OG parts is still for sale. Why wouldn't it be? White wheels would look sick on them. Let's go back. I'm telling you, the white wheels. I got a semi-pro powder coating business. I don't know if you guys know. I'm only doing myself. But look at that. Boom. Here's a 2021 with some white wheels. That's a Photogromer special. If I buy one or get one, that's what it's going to look like. Would that cover fit 2020 instead of buying the Katako cover? Good question. I would assume maybe. That's a good question. So the only thing I would say might be different is the gearing. Does that push that out or do anything to this right here, the side cover? Did they have to compensate for that? That's a good question. That'd be interesting to take that cover and try to slap it on and see if it starts up and the clutch works and everything else. Because you got to keep in mind, that's a 5-speed transmission now. They got rid of the oil spinner, so I really want to get my hands on one just to take the side cover off and look inside of it and see what's going on. Because a lot of those questions will be answered as soon as you take that side cover off to see if it'll if it'll work itself. And the tank, I like where you put your legs. I like where you put your legs here. I like that a lot. It's a Jet Fuel said it's a Grom. The mother effer is going to wheelie, and we have a new body kit to play with. I'm never going to complain. 100%, my man. I'm with you. It's gonna wheelie. Gonna have fun with it. You're just now gonna pay for it when you loop out and break that LED tail light instead of that cheap one. Colin asks, speaking of the oil pickup mod, how long can I wait to put it off till I get one? Depends how long your wheelies are and if you're chasing them out or whatnot. I'd get it pretty quick. But if you're just popping up, putting it back down, you'll be fine. Seat looks like a Z125. We don't talk about that here. Won't let me post the dyno. Okay, I got you. Let's go. 2021 Grom. Sort by upload date. I'm hip. Let's do last hour. Nope. Nobody's uploaded last hour today. Oh, wait. Sort by. There we go. Get rid of that. Is this it? That's me. I'm live. 106 people watching. Appreciate you guys. Which one am I looking at? This one? That looks like no views. This guy's speaking a different language. Oh, this is cool. Let's take a look at this. Oh, here we go. We got a nice little close-up. What language are they speaking?
ไปใช้ชื่อ Grom ซึ่งเป็นชื่อที่ทาง Honda เนี่ยใช้ในการ
All right.
ตลาดตัว
Come on, Google Translate.
ประเทศนะครับทั้งอเมริกา
Damn,
ยุโรป
they got that GoPro
ญี่
Hero
ปุ่น
9.
นะครับคือต่างประเทศเนี่ยเขาใช้ชื่อ Grom หมดมีบ้านเราที่ใช้แค่ MSX นะครับพอในคราวนี้เนี่ยผมใหม่ออกมาก็เลยปรับไปใช้ชื่อ Grom เหมือนกับชาวบ้านชาวช่องเขาสักทีนะครับซึ่งในตัว Grom รุ่นใหม่เนี่ยมันจะมีอะไรบ้างเดี๋ยวเรามาดูกันเลยอย่างที่เห็นนะครับจุดแรกเลยก็คือในเรื่องของเปลือกนอกเขาได้มีการปรับใหม่ทั้งหมดนะครับเป็นแบบ all new ตั้งแต่ไฟหน้าที่แต่เดิมเนี่ยมันจะเป็นแบบ2ชั้น LED นะครับก็ตอนนี้เนี่ยก็เปลี่ยนมา
Well, Motorcade, I don't think they went with the silver forks. I think that was just for that video. And maybe they modded those, but these are all gold. Everything I see is gold.
ถามว่าสวยไหมก็
I think you're getting gold forks, my man.
นะครับส่วนตัวไฟเลี้ยวของเขาเนี่ยยังคงเป็นไฟเลี้ยวแบบหลอดไส้เช่นเดิมนะครับแต่ว่ามีการ
So those are amber. They look clear, but they're amber. They're not amber lenses, but they are amber. So they do pass. Someone mentioned that at the US you have to have amber blinkers. So I think they're gonna look just like that when they come. Just I don't think we're gonna get those gold wheels though in the US. That's an overseas thing.
ก็จะดูแบบทำความสะอาดง่ายขึ้นมาอีกนิดนึง
You see the front fender a little bit different. Got that gap on the side.
ที่พาร์ทด้านข้างชิ้นนี้
Those little circle things. You can have some fun with those mountain points. I can probably mount a camera mount there, so my camera can just lock in place. That'd be kind of cool. I like those mountain points. If you guys don't know, mountain points are amazing when you want to get creative. If you want to fabricate anything, have more mountain points than less. That makes a world of possibilities open up for you. I like that tank though, or that where your legs will go. I like how you can hug that. Stoppies, your legs are going to go right there and hug that tank. Don't buy the ABS model though. 90-degree stem, I saw that too. They got 90-degree valve stem on that. That's worth at least like $5,000 right there.
แล้วก็เท่าที่ดูเนี่ยมีความหนาขึ้นพอสมควรนะครับแต่ว่าในเรื่องของการเปิดปิดเนี่ยจะยังเปิดปิดง่าย
Why do they display it with one wheel off the ground? Probably so you can see underneath. I don't. Oh, the back, you mean? I don't know. It looks cooler.
เหมือนเดิมแหละนะครับ
And it sits upright, so it's on a kickstand, so you can see both sides evenly.
ทรงหกเหลี่ยมนะครับหกเหลี่ยม1 2 3
No crash cages. You don't need a crash cage. I mean, I guess if you want your plastics to be nice, you need a crash cage, but you don't need a crash cage. You know what would be cool if they had an integrated tail light instead of those blinkers? OEM. I like the chain adjusters. A lot better, chain adjusters. You're going to see those selling. People are going to be buying those for the SF Groms and the OG Groms, those chain adjusters.
เครื่องยนต์เนี่ยเอาจริงๆแล้วก็ยังคงเป็นบล็อก125 cc เหมือนเดิมนั่นแหละนะครับแต่ว่ามีการ เปลี่ยนในเรื่องของช่วงชักแล้วก็
It's got gold brake calipers up front. Again, I think that's an overseas thing. We're probably going to get black. I'm glad they got rid of the red ones. The red ones across the board. I mean, you buy an orange Grom and it has red calipers. How stupid is that? No matching whatsoever. Just laziness. Black from the OG ones, so much better.
ถือว่าเป็นไฮไลท์ที่พิเศษมากๆคืออะไรคือถึงแม้ว่ามันจะยังคงเป็นเครื่องยนต์ที่ใช้คลัตช์นะครับ
Same handlebars, same clutch lever, same mirrors.
เช่นเดิมแต่ว่า
Everything's the same there.
เขาเนี่ยมันมีการเพิ่มเป็น5สปีดนะครับจากเดิมเนี่ย4สปีด
Here's my
ซึ่งมัน
chapstick.
ทำให้การที่เราเขาเรียกอะไรการต่อรอบการไต่ความเร็วเนี่ยมันสามารถทำได้อย่างลื่นไหลมากขึ้น
Yeah, that stator cover is different.
มันจะมีผลในเรื่องของแรงปลายมากเท่าไหร่เนี่ยเดี๋ยวแอดคง
Everything else, the stator cover, the cam cover, both different, but the motor itself looks exactly the same. The mid block or the stator cover side. It's just that inspection windows for the stator, for the cam and everything. That looks different.
ตัวกรอมเนี่ยไปขี่เทียบกันด้วยนะครับถ้ามีโอกาสเดี๋ยวจะพยายามนำมารีวิวให้เร็วที่สุด
2021 has more compression. So it said the 9 to 1 to 3 or something like 9 to 1. We looked at the specs. OG is a 10 and or not OG. SF is a 10. OG is the same. And 2021 is a 9, whatever that means. I don't know much about compression. Okay, there we go. Got the Venture Grom there. It's a good view.
จะมีเห็นอยู่ตรงนี้นะครับนั่นก็คือตัวรถสีน้ำเงินสีดำนะครับแล้วก็สีแดงตรงนู้นนะครับเดี๋ยวไปดูใกล้ๆอันนี้คือตัวรถสีดำนะครับ
Scrambler. That one doesn't have the high mount though. Notice that?
ซึ่งต้องบอกอย่างนี้ก่อนว่าอันนี้คือ3คันนี้มันมีการคัสตอมมาแล้วนิดหน่อยนะครับซึ่ง
The bolts they put everywhere is so you can mount additional things like different fairings. So you see those fairings that are on that Adventure one? That's all not aftermarket, but that's all additional fairings that they bolted on there. You see the plate, the fender, all those bolts on. So that motard, the plastics there, all those bolts on. So that's why they have those bolts everywhere. That number plate on the black one over there, over here. That's all bolt-ons. So all these bolt-ons, which they showed earlier, are pieces of plastic that change the stock Grom to an adventure bike, a scrambler, a motard. So that's why those bolt parts are everywhere. They're more noticeable on the highlighter one, the gray, the silver, and the yellow one, because they obviously stand out. But I don't know, not bad. I'm gonna pause it right here and just, if you guys are just tuning in, let's go to my render. Look at that. With the white, those bolts don't look too bad. I mean, I guess they kind of stand out if you look directly at them, make eye contact with them, but I don't think they look bad. It wouldn't stop me from riding it. Right here and just, you guys are just, oh, that's me. Hold on. I'm watching myself here. Hold on. This one I wanted. Okay, here.
ให้กับพวกเราด้วยหรือถ้าจะให้ดีไปกด Scene First แล้วก็กด Following แฟนเพจ Facebook Moto Rival ก็จะดีมากๆเลยครับส่วนสำหรับในวันนี้กระผมแอดมินจอห์น Moto Rival ก็คงต้องขอลาเพื่อนๆกันไปก่อนแล้วไว้พบกันใหม่ในคลิปหน้าสำหรับวันนี้สวัสดีครับ
I like it. I like it too. We need the MSRP. I'm gonna pause it here. We need the MSRP. Got to get that, and we got to get release dates. But I like it. I like it a lot. I like my version a lot. Like Jay said, or Rizzo's. I like it. I'm a fan. All right, guys, I'm gonna end it here. I appreciate all you guys tuning into the live chat. Thank you for the super chats. If you want to become a member, rewatch this live chat. If you just tuned in, it'll be available to YouTube members. If you're new here, haven't seen what we do in this live stream, every now and then we go live, but the garage a little bit messy right now. I'll show you. I'll give you a quick tour, behind the scenes tour for you guys that tuned in midday on a Monday. This is, which way do we go? That way. This is the garage. So normally it's a lot cleaner, but we have a do-it-yourself powder coating set up over here. You guys can kind of see it over there. The sandblaster is getting meaty all over the place. My powder coating booth. We're about to do an F4I swing arm. Then I got the frame over there somewhere. Tank down there, right there. Some wheels. We just did those wheels over there against the wall. We got the new Quincy $1,500 compressor over there. Thanks for the super chats last time. Ran airlines around the whole garage. It's kind of cool. There's the DRZ. If you guys haven't seen, I've been scraping that guy. I sent my sub cage. Don't worry about them shoes over there. I sent my sub cage to Drew. He's welding on a titanium plate for me, so I'm no longer scraping the bar. I got new plastics right down there in that bag right there, some black ones. We're going to be doing a little build with that one. Here's what's left of the F4i build. We took everything out of the frame, the motor, and like I said, we're powder coating all that stuff. So that will be hopefully completed by this time next week. Probably going to be buying a subframe from On Point. It's like $800. Super chat's still being accepted. Over here we have the Grom that you guys are most used to seeing on this channel. It's my stunt Grom. Back there is from the buyer's guide, the 2017 1,000-mile Honda Grom, which I wanted to build an identical copy of this. If you guys can see where that Cena helmet is, that box, that whole shelf is all aftermarket parts for that bike right there. So I'm going to be building that up, but now that I have my own powder coating abilities here, I don't know if I just want to do white and black. I might want to go crazy with it. I'm still undecided. Another F4i motor right there. What else we got? That's the Coast to Coast Grom, the Grom I rode across country. We built it up on Stocktonauts Season 2 and gave it away. Someone in Dallas won that one. So that Grom's no longer here. So we had one other Grom here earlier, but it's no longer here. So anyway, if you're new here, that's the tour. I appreciate you guys tuning in. 2021 Honda Grom. In my opinion, I like it. I think it looks dope, like Richard G said. We just need the MSRP. Richard said he saw a report of $33.99 and ABS $35.99. So that's consistent with the 2020 Honda Groms. I believe that's still the MSRP. So if that's the case, if they gave you all these mods, well, obviously this is going to be a little bit more because this is my render, but if they give you all these mods, the oil filter, oil pickup, the digital, the 5 gears, the digital tachometer, speedometer, the LED headlight. If they give you all that for the same MSRP for 2020, huge upgrade for the Honda Grom. And I think they're going to get a lot of people jumping into the Grom world and a lot of people upgrading their current Groms, especially if they have OG or SF or they want to get back into it. They sold it. I think you're going to get a lot of people getting back into the Grom. But I agree. It looks dope. One last look of my renders, and then I am out of here, guys. I got to get back to the family, but I appreciate everyone tuning in for me. Thank you again for the live chats and the support on the channel. If you want, give this video a like before it disappears. If you want to rewatch it, become a YouTube member, join link down below. Join me on Facebook, Instagram. Post there a lot. And you guys have yourself a beautiful day. Looking at my modded 2021 Honda Grom when I get my hands on one compared to the OEM one right here. All right, guys, you have yourself a beautiful Wednesday evening. Stay safe out there. Don't forget to like, subscribe, go watch all my videos, click all the ads, and have yourself a beautiful evening. I'll see you guys in the next one.